part of the film for sure. And Hemant will be answering this better because probably I will tell the story only now. But definitely revenge is a part of the whole story, but there's much more to it. The love what Manu had for Priya, that will continue in different formats inside B. But the love what was there inside A is there inside B as well. So even that story continues. If you watch the film, you'll get to know. See, there's the core of the character remains the same. So he's the same character. He doesn't, not that he's become all rough and tough all of a sudden. But there is a 10 years journey where he has put on a lot of weight, not just in terms of physical appearance, but a lot of weight in terms of what he carries inside, in his mind. So that I think will come across when you watch the film. You'll know it. There's a lot of guilt he carries because in a lot of ways he has spoiled Priya's life as well. Not just his, and probably he doesn't care about his life, but the girl he loved the most, he has spoiled her life. So there's a lot of guilt he carries inside, and I believe that also comes across the way.
చాలా మంది చూస్తున్నారు, బాగా ట్రెండ్ అవుతుంది కూడా. సో సెకండ్ పార్ట్కి డెఫినెట్గా ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ కన్నా ఎక్కువ రెస్పాన్స్ వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉందని అనిపిస్తుంది.
So part 2, you get any feedback from the Telugu audience why some parts are not good, and you did any changes for that Telugu?
No sir. In terms of response, the one consistent response across all languages is about the pace. That first part is it takes its time to tell the story, but that while we were making the film, we knew that it will have that kind of a feeling, because we believe that this film requires that treatment. And what I found very interesting is a lot of Telugu audience came out and they sent out messages on social media. A lot of things that we have seen obviously is on social media, and people who have written to us directly. So they have said that it was little slow, but we enjoyed it. It was not slow in a boring way. It was slow, but it helped us get into the emotion. Side B is a totally different film, in the sense that it is also we have tried the same kind of poetry, but I keep always telling everywhere that the sea has two sides. The sea, when you go and stand in front of the sea, it's a very beautiful, calm, there's a beauty to the sea. But the same sea can become very rough, and there's a lot of chaos that Manu's character is carrying. So side B is that way, like the title song is a very melodious song which was used in side A. Side B, it becomes like a rock song. So we are trying to show the change in tone through these things, and the film is obviously much more pacier. So there are no changes in terms of what we have incorporated, because both films were shot together and both films were edit was locked much before.
So what kind of fun and emotion gone through the character?
Gone through the what, sorry sir?
Character.
Fun? I think you're referring to side B or side A?
Both them.
It's been a very delightful character to play, in the sense that there have been moments of fun and cuteness, and it's about a relationship, right? So the beginning stages of it, as if you've seen side A, you know that there is that cuteness, that the romanticism between those two characters. So that was great fun to play. It was also great fun to do the workshops and develop that chemistry with Rakshit. Obviously after that there are a lot of trials that this couple goes through, so that as an actor was a great deal of work for me, and I think I have grown a lot as an actor simply because of having done these two films. And side B is exactly what side A was in terms of the intensity, but it's sort of the other end of the arc.
So what kind of challenge you face playing the character?
I faced a lot of but all the good kinds of challenges that push you as an actor and make you
my character.
I think one of the things that I liked about this character is that, which is a different kind of performance. Sometimes when you have to work on dialogues, that's one type. I think side B also continues in the same vein of, you know, fewer dialogues, but a lot of complex emotions purely through the eyes and the face. I think we've got a lot of really lovely response in general about the kind of, you know, communication through the eyes, whether it's Rakshit's or mine or any of the other characters, and the subtext of the dialogue. So I think side B also continues in that vein. If you've enjoyed that from side A, there'll be a lot more of that.
It's not short time because I think once I finished shoot for side A, I had 777 Charlie film release, and after that we shot side B. So during the release, I started putting on weight. Last time when I came for 777 Charlie promotions and all, I was already in this look, but we had not started shooting. So we took at least 5-6 months. 4-5 months to put on weight and play this character.
Inspiration is real life, sir. I've seen whatever I see around me. I've observed, like when I travel in metro, when I travel in bus stand, and you know, whatever I see, you can tell when somebody's in love. When you're walking, when you see two people, it can be any age, old people, young people, there is a certain energy they give. So I've tried, my thing was to capture that energy and celebrate everyday things. Like there's nothing dramatic in the film in terms of the celebration of their love. I wanted to celebrate simple things like somebody calling and saying hi, or you know, the way they say bye. So that is the inspiration. Of course, accident, sir. Actually, your accident case, I was...
Main చెయ్యని నేరానికి శిక్ష తెలుగులో ఆల్రెడీ కృష్ణ గారి నేరము శిక్ష వచ్చింది, సేమ్ ప్లాట్. ఇది కన్నడలో కూడా ఎనీ...
No, sir. I was a prime witness for a hit and run case.
Okay.
In which I saw a police inspector die, and I was the prime witness. I was behind the vehicle. So that the idea for this came from there. Of course, there are many films which with hit and run case. There's nothing new in the plot. There's a very famous Kannada film called Accident, which Mr. Anant Nag sir and Shankar Nag sir had done in Kannada, which is a very celebrated film. Like that in Telugu, I'm sure there's a hit and run case. So it is not inspired from any film. But to do research, I visited the jail with a couple of police officers and went through all the different sections. I spoke to convicts who have finished 10 years, 12 years. I asked them truth. So for me, I wanted to show that world because when I saw it, I was very fascinated because there was a factory, there was a bakery. All of that is real, and I was like, this is very beautiful that it is not being shown. So in fact, you can make an entire film about the jail life itself.
Okay.
No, I went.
చాలా ఇష్టం. సో దీంట్లో ఆ మూడు పార్టీలో చాలా బాగా అనిపించింది నాకు. లవ్ స్టోరీ కానీ, హీరో హీరోయిన్ మధ్య కెమిస్ట్రీ కానీ. సో డెఫినెట్గా పార్ట్ బి నుంచి ఇంకా చాలా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను నేను.
తెలుగులోకి తెచ్చిన దానికి అప్రిషియేట్ చేయాలి కంపల్సరీ, మిమ్మల్ని కానీ పీపుల్ మీడియా ఫ్యాక్టరీని కానీ. ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్కి ఏంటంటే ఒక రకమైన ఛాలెంజ్, మన రిలేటివ్లీ అన్నోన్ ఫేసెస్, లేకపోతే ఒక లవ్ స్టోరీ, కొంచెం స్లో థీమ్, దానివల్ల ఒక రకమైన ఛాలెంజ్ వచ్చింది. ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్కి మీరు అన్నట్టు ఏంటంటే ఒక సెక్షన్ నుంచి అప్రిసియేషన్ వచ్చినా వేరే కారణాల వల్ల రీచ్ అనేది కొంచెం తగ్గింది. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ పార్ట్కి టైం ఉంది, మీరు ఇందాక చెప్పినట్టు ఏం డిఫరెంట్గా చేయబోతున్నారు? సో టు మీట్ మోర్ వైడర్ ఆడియన్స్ని రీచ్ అవ్వడానికి కానీ, సినిమా ఇంకా ఎక్స్పాండ్ అవ్వడానికి కానీ ఏం చేయబోతున్నారు? నేను అనుకున్నది ఫస్ట్ పార్టే ట్రైలర్ సార్ సెకండ్ పార్ట్కి. సో ట్రైలర్ బాగా పాస్ అయింది కాబట్టి సెకండ్ పార్ట్ చాలా బాగా పిక్ అవుతుంది అనిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే. అండ్ మీ సంస్థదే సంక్రాంతి సినిమా ఈగల్ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఒక 12 సినిమాలు పైగా వచ్చేసినాయి ఇప్పటికే. ఏంటంటే మన ఇండస్ట్రీలో సక్సెస్ రేట్ చాలా తక్కువ. కాంపిటీషన్ వల్ల ఒక సినిమా నుంచి ఒక సినిమా డ్యామేజ్ చేసుకోకూడని పరిస్థితి మనందరి మీద ఉంది. బట్ ఏంటి మీ ప్రొడ్యూసర్లు ఏదైనా కూర్చొని సార్ట్అవుట్ చేసుకుంటున్నారా? ఇన్ని సినిమాలు ఎలా వస్తాయి? అసలు సంక్రాంతి సీజన్ అయినా 3-4 వస్తాయి, కానీ 12 పైగా ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు చాలామంది ఈగల గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. అసలు ఏంటి ఎవరికాళ్ళు అంటే ఈగోలకు పోయి మా సినిమా మేము ముందు చేసాము, ముందు అనౌన్స్ చేసాము, మేము రావాలి, మేము ఎందుకు వెనక్కి తగ్గాలి అన్నట్టుగానే ఉంటున్నారా? లేకపోతే కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుకుని ఏదన్నా సార్ట్అవుట్ చేసే ఉద్దేశంలో ఉన్నారా?
మేమైతే వస్తున్నాం సార్. అంటే ఇది ఈగో కాదు, మేము ముందు అనౌన్స్ చేసాము, మేము ముందు నుంచి బ్లాక్ చేసుకుని ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి వస్తున్నాము.
సో సినిమా ఈగల్ సంక్రాంతికి వస్తుందండి.
బట్ ఏంటంటే మంచి సినిమాలు క్లాష్ వల్ల రీచ్ తగ్గకూడదని చెప్పి ఉంటుంది కదా.
అంటే పండక్కి విండో ఉంటుందండి.
మరి 6 సినిమాలు 7 సినిమాలు
అంటే అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 3-4 సినిమాలకు విండో అయితే ఉంటుంది. సో అందులో మేము ఒకటి ఉంటాం డెఫినెట్గా. సో డెఫినెట్గా థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
హాయ్ రుక్మిణి.
I don't want to give away any spoilers, but there's a scene where Manu tells Priya Saidelo what he's done. I found that scene very challenging that day. I think, I'm not sure why, maybe my energy was off and I was fumbling the dialogues a lot, and because it was just my second film, I was very nervous as an actor, and I still am. I knew that that's a very important scene in order for the rest of the film to progress. That's a very important scene, so I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, and even the way the scene was formed, there's a lot of chaos going on around. So konisarlu it doesn't work because of the juniors and everything around. Also sometimes I would fumble dialogues, and that scene was particularly difficult, but everything else was great fun. Even this was fun in the end once I got it right.
Chaitra, yes. Welcome. Role in the Sapta Sagaralu Dhaati.
It's complicated, but she's a very strong, independent woman. So they're already in love, and there is a baggage that Manu carries, and I enter that world, and I also come with certain baggage, and I've gone through a lot of things too. So when such people meet, what happens is what is a part of side B story also. So I enter into their world where there's already Manu, there's already Priya, and Surabhi also comes into their space, and that's her. And what happens in that drama is something exciting for me as an audience, and as an actor to perform also in that space was interesting. So that's Surabhi.
One most controversial thing in the media is Rashmika's deepfake video. How do you react on that? You both can answer it.
I think it's wrong. I mean, it's wrong, and like how she mentioned, now that we are in the front line, it's easy for us to just put up a post and tell this is wrong, and this is not right, and things like that. And we know that people keep questioning us or trolling and commenting bad things, and we've probably learnt a way to keep it at bay and neglect and ignore. And what if it happens to a small child or a young girl and she does not know how to handle that? So I think it's really, really bad on whoever is doing that just for clicks and views and whatever that is. I think people should take action against such things and stop something like that to happen. I mean, actors and actresses are normally the first victims of that kind of thing, but we need to remember that other people are also affected by it, and people who may not have access to the kind of platforms that we do to draw awareness about it. So the fact that we're able to alert people that this is not a real video, someone may think that that's a real video of someone who's not an actor. That's an extremely dangerous position. So there are
ఇంకా ఏది ప్లాన్ చేయలేదండి.
అంటే మరి షూటింగ్ ఏమైనా జరుగుతుందా సార్? ఏంటి అసలు దాని గురించి?
అదే సార్, అప్డేట్లు అన్నీ ఇస్తాం సార్. అంటే ఇంకా ముందు 2 సినిమాలు ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్, దాని తర్వాత వస్తాం.
రక్షిత్ హియర్
దిస్
compare it to side A. What kind of emotions?
So this is going to be little. See, I always, what is the difference between side A and side B? I always say that side A is more of Indian classical fusion with the Western music, but side B is completely rock and roll. So it's going to be. What do you say? I think you should answer this.